Level 9 upgrade. So today I'm going to be installing Team Integy's aluminum rear bumper for the E and T-Maxx. This of course was donated to me by Coyote0976. Let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. Alright, so I'm just going to pull off the top and yep, I'm going to have to cut this open. No problem, I've got some scissors. Inside the bag, we of course have the parts themselves. Check those out. They look beautiful. Let's go ahead and cut open their individual bags so we can get a closer look at them. Oh guys, that is really, really pretty. Now the only thing that's going to bum me out about installing these on the T-Maxx is that they are going to scratch up, and over time I am going to have to de-anodize them. But for now I'm sure they will look so darn good. Go ahead and cut open the other side so we can pull out the other arm. Oh wow. And of course on the bottom of the bag we do have all the screws that you need in order to put it together. Let's go ahead and get this installed. So first up, I'm going to go ahead and remove the rear bumper, and it's held on with 4 screws, 2 on each side. Once that's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and remove the braces for the rear bumper, and each one is held on with 2 screws, 1 on top and then 1 on bottom. Depending on what tools you have, you might have to go ahead and take off the rear tire, and you just have to remove the wheel nut that holds it on. Now you should be able to go ahead and fully access those 2 screws. And once you get that off, it's time to go ahead and replace it with a brand new Integy brace. And yes, they do include the hardware for you to install it. Once you get the brace installed, the other one is going to be the identical process. So once you get the other brace on, you're going to realize that the screws aren't long enough to hold in the center support. So if you do have the plastic bulkhead, you might going to want to go ahead and use the long stock screws in order to hold all this back together. If you have the aluminum bulkhead, then you can go ahead and just get away with the screws that they include. So all that's left at this point is to go ahead and attach the bumpers themselves. And it doesn't really matter if you have Integy on top or if you have it on bottom. It's all a preference on how you want to go ahead and have it look. But all you have to do is line it up with the holes that are on the braces and attach the 4 screws that hold them on. Here's before and here is after. Guys, that looks so darn good. Now I've realized since everything is aluminum, this is going to be enough support to hold the bulkhead in place. However, there is one big thing that really bothers me. Having these braces be aluminum, they are not going to absorb impact. In fact, the first time I'm going to hit this bumper hard, it's going to rip the RPM bulkheads apart. So I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out the aluminum ones back with the stock plastic ones. And there you have it, guys. Now the plastic ones don't look as good as the aluminum ones, but believe me, I just do not want to replace these bulkheads. They are such a pain to get to, and even if they are RPM, a big enough impact will cause aluminum to rip through plastic. Believe me, I know this from first-hand experience. Either way, it looks awesome. Thank you very much, Coyote, for this great donation. And that was Titan's Level 9 upgrade. Depending on what tires you have, tools, what tools you have, you're gonna might, oh boy. What tires you have, I said tires again. Okay, depending on what tools you have, hopefully I can get it right. 4mm nut. Actually, it is not a 4mm nut, it is a 5mm nut. Haha, once that is, well, I knew I was gonna mess it up. Completely messed that up.